Hey, one sec. I forgot to connect the controller to the right place, so we're losing continuity here. Let me just do that real quick, then we'll go to the next page. It'll be great. All right, and turn on. Why did it make the connected sound on the PC? Should have been the disconnected sound. Okay, there we go. Now I put that right there. And then I'm going to go over to here. Right? Yeah, there we go. And I click this button. I'm going to get all this stuff to work. So how's everyone doing out there? Wonderful to see ya. Why did that happen? Okay, now we're good. Here I am. Look at me. You remember when Alice played Chrono Trigger? And she said Fat Dragon was her best friend? Well, I'm Fat Dragon. It was me the whole time. Fuck yeah. When I used to wear stuff like this, I was actually little and skinny. If you can believe that. People have met me recently. They've always known me as being big. But, yeah. Honestly, I think it looks better on me now. Let's see. So now we gotta... that button. And we gotta hit that button. This is my PNG tuber here. Now, JJ's been putting a lot of work into getting these things going, and I'm really happy about it. It was something we all agreed was something we wanted to try, and it's very enjoyable. I don't have to put extra work into my face. The shifty eyes on this character is like That goes perfect with awkward pauses. And I'm a champion of awkward pauses. But yeah, sometimes it can be really difficult to wear both our wig and the headphones at the same time. It can feel claustrophobic and it can trigger migraines. So this means we have to do that a lot less often. Pretty cool, right? Wait, why is this not in the right place? Oh. What? Why didn't it switch then? That's bizarre. Did I accidentally? I must have accidentally hit it twice. Okay, it should be good now. Right? There we go. All right, cool. Now everything ought to be working. Let's play some Ace Attorney. To be clear, now I've got all the rest of the Ace Attorney games, which we got for like under $20 total, which is wild. Because that's like what? That's like 8 more games. Plus, it's 9 more games if you include the last one in this. So, you know, we've gotten pretty good at ferreting out deals. The only thing about getting them as that price is that we need to get them on Steam. So we won't be streaming them off the Switch, but the price difference was so ridiculous that I don't feel like there was any reason to try and stick to the Switch for that one. It was over $20. It was $21. I remember, because it was $5.99, $5.99, and $9.99. Good shit. All right, so here we are. We're on part 2, trial of episode 3. Let's do it. Let's get this going. Let's move. Let's press the button. Frank. December 29, 9:43 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Good morning, Max. Max? Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. I can relate. Don't make fun of him for this. Stage? Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties! What? You don't think I should fly, do you? Huh? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. You know, in this fucking kangaroo court, that might help. Go for it. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Plus, like, he's already kind of revealed that he doesn't really fly. Okay, that's gonna be something to get used to. My body language does not affect the PNG tuber. We'd have to get into, like, wiggle apps for that. And yes, that's a real thing and what it's called for motion tracking. Might get into it eventually, but right now, she's overworking herself just getting these 4 done. Imagine if you hit someone. I've had to force her to stop working a couple times. And like I was saying, we know he doesn't really fly. Big air quotes. See, I'm still doing the body language because that's just how I talk. We know he uses wires. He accidentally revealed that to us. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Eventually. Oh, sweetie. What is it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? He is a phoenix. I can see it now. The dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. So it's gonna be the battle of fabulous versus fools, I guess. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Max, really? No one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Can you imagine? December 29, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. And now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry, I just realized the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. So... Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Oh, he's a fan. Yes, Your Honor, he does often go by that stage name. Nom de plume, you know? You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. You know what? I'm down with that. I'm down with that, as long as he's okay with it. It sounds more friendly. Are we getting racist again? Judge, are we getting racist again? Because that's not the energy I want to have tonight. Wonder if that's to our advantage. Ms. Von Karma, your opening statement, if you please. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Huh? That spirit channeling trial was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. She didn't really lose. The other player cheated. Gotta remind yourself that she's practically a child. Like, she's 18 and she's been working in a courtroom since 13. She hasn't had a lot of life experience beyond that, and she does really actually literally seem to think this is a game. Why has Twitch's player been so bad lately? I look over there and the whole thing stopped for a second. It's still outgoing perfectly, by the way. Now digging the Phoenix Wright game, so lurking in silent mode, but damn, the PNG tuber animation is an order of magnitude better than the bunny. It's a lot of motion. Yeah, she's practicing, she's getting stuff done. And no worries, I totally get it, Beekeeper, and thank you for even lurking here. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero. Zilch. Nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. I'm just putting on fucking Wilhelm von Reinhardt's voice at this point. Which I guess is better than whatever I was doing last week. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. I mean, it's probably mostly the money. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me? Guilty? What are you talking about? It will be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. Damn, Maya! Damn! Ice fucking cold. There, opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first witness, Ms. Von Karma. Detective Dick Gumshoe, get up there, now. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, Detective. Don't mention it, it's no trouble at all. I've been looking forward to this. He just brushes off the insult. I want to believe that he understood that that insult was an insult and is just brushing it off to be the bigger person. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. All right, detective, you may proceed with your testimony. Details of the events. The night of the crime, snow was falling till 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. I do want to point out that when snow falls, it actually warms the air. It's the wind you gotta worry about. Like, I lived in a northern valley and in the mountains, all kinds of snowy places, I know. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Oh, we've got a map now. Did we already get one of those? I'm not sure. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. The victim was bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. I see. He was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report for the victim. The court accepts this into evidence. Time of death, 10:15 p.m. Cause, blunt force trauma to the back of the head. A blunt object. Well, very well, Mr. Wright. You may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. The man who gives the court way more respect than it deserves. Details of the events. All right. The night of the crime, snow was falling until about 9:40 p.m., making it extremely cold out. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Okay, so if it was windy, that's why it was cold. I'm glad they actually bothered to clear that up. Did it pile up? No, it wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. That's not a blizzard. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground till the next day. Huh. The snow. Let me see. There's got to be more to this. Huh? What's the matter, Nick? I need to take a look at the court record. Mr. Gumshoe, what were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? I already know what I'm supposed to present. The snow froze to the ground, right? Shouldn't be footprints that deep. See if there's anything else. Autopsy report. And again, we still only have the one set of footprints, which makes it even... It was the monkey, wasn't it? The monkey killed him. Like, they're trying to blame it on Galactica because he can fly. But he can't actually, he needs wires. Meanwhile, the monkey, Money, would have hung over his head and come down and whacked him. Oh, they gave me all the clues too soon. All the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. When you say all the circus performers, who do you mean? Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant Maximilian Galactica and his victim the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you're welcome to file a police report after those proceedings. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. Whoops, wrong button. After practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Well, Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired out from work. Ben the ventriloquist went to the front gate, absorbed in his own little world. The ringmaster and Max went off to the ringmaster's room to talk privately. They were talking about money. Do you get it? Do you get it? He wasn't talking about a raise, because they'd gotten that dealt with a week ago. They were talking about Money the Monkey. Talk private. I hope this is a big red herring and I'm totally wrong, because that would actually be really funny. Talk privately, huh? That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Well, it seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. Oh right, I forgot about that. So we actually already have the way past that. Never mind, that detail, no matter. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15 p.m. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem, pal. We got a witness that told us how the whole thing went. Ow! This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that testimony later, will we? Can someone throw her out? Detective Gumshoe, would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? The victim was found bent over a wooden box dead as a doornail. A doornail, you say? A wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed, which would explain why his feet punctured so deep into frozen snow. Alright. Alright. I'm still a little confused because details aren't exactly all adding up. Carrying the box, huh? It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? Well, it was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Locked, you say? Wooden box added to the court record. The victim was hunched over this 20-pound box. So that's like heavier than a box of my energy drinks. It boasts a small but strong lock. This may be my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. You said the box was locked. How exactly was it locked? Well, it had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. So when you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yeah, it was. Some of the forensic team took it back to the precinct to crack it open. I see. Continue, Detective Gumshoe. Let's ask what was in it. Let's find out, shall we? Alright, what was in it? Do you mind telling us what was inside the box? Well, when we found the box, it was a lot tighter than Fort Knox, so we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. Bottle? What is that, Detective? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. Oh, like fish sauce. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Oh, it's a shaker, huh? Doesn't look like a shaker. Pepper? Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There was only one little bottle in that huge box. I wonder if that has some sort of special meaning. I know that there was a mention of fucking pepper back in the... What's it called? Back in the fucking cafeteria, but I can't remember what it was. Found inside the wooden box. The victim was hunched over. It contains pepper. I guess we can ask about the box itself. This wooden box, you figure it weighs about 20 pounds, right? Sounds about right. The whole thing's lined with iron. Iron plating? Why do you think it's lined with iron? I figured they just did it to make the box... Ow! I think we could all do without your guesses, detective. So they did it just to make the box heavier, is what he was definitely gonna say. Stick to what little you actually know. Sorry. Suffice it to say, the box is real heavy. Much better. You may continue on, detective. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? The police are searching for it as we speak. My theory is that it's something the perpetrator ran off with. You'd think so, especially since you didn't find it on the scene. Nah, no. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. Guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe in this case. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? So it didn't want me to present anything. Now that we've wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. Thank you very much, Detective Gumshoe. You may step down. Aw, at least the judge cares about Gumshoe. Ms. Von Karma, call your next witness. I would like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. You must be talking about Ben the ventriloquist. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. I mean, yeah. Otherwise, we wouldn't have comedy here, right? Please state your name and occupation for the record. My full name's Trilo Quest. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me. The witness called to the stand was one Mr. Benjamin Woodman, ventriloquist. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. That robe must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. Me. The world of the law, exciting and daring. Guilt or... I don't have a tune for this. Guilt or innocence. So that's my singing voice. Decided by a judge dressed up like a woman. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Well, what do you think? It had a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult the judge. Shut up! Just look at your nose. You'd think you'd have the sense to fix it. It's so ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance that swelling was help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Is this? Are they doing anti-Semitism now? Jesus Christ. Celebrities must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. It's true. What's going on here? Order! Order! I demand to know who the witness is! Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trilo handle this. I'm not worried about you one bit. Ouch! You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. Witness testimony. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean, the clown. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Maximilian Galactica heading towards the scene? You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on a silk hat, cloak, and that dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? That's enough. I think we all get the picture. Just one thing. You said you ditched the clown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? Huh. He's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why is that? Here is the absolute proof. A silk hat? This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Ah. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. As the clown was a murderer, there'd be no reason for his hat to be at the scene. Well done, Ms. Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled. Well done. Thank you for stating the obvious. Thank you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What do you have to say? Okay. I guess she's the boss again today. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge. I mean the clown. The clown? You're talking about Mo. Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup's running all over the place. I hate this man. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 the way to keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice, so Ben took him back to his room. When it comes to being a first-place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. Then what happened? Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice, warm lodging house have been a better idea? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I think you should leave this thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. Me too. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. Are you sure it was really Max Galactica? Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece getup? Snobby three-piece getup? Get the wax out of your ears. Lawyers nowadays, you're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece getup. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses, the whole room chants. Thank you. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. I feel bad for Phoenix. I really do. Like, all the time. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? You saw Max and only Max, right, Trilo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense, and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to this story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss in this? Alright, what are we doing here? Let's see. There's no proof it was Max. Anyone could have been wearing this three-piece getup. Wait a second. There's no proof that the witness saw Maximilian Galactica. Hey! You still don't get it, do ya? I saw what I saw, and it was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's all say it together now. Hellcat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities, Mr. Wright. Great, I'm getting shut down by a toy. Well, at least we didn't lose any health for that. And the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... Hey, what time was it?
I think it was around... I'd say a bit after 10:30 p.m., I think.
Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time.
I guess that sounds about right.
Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather.
Well, the truth is...
Well, you shut up, you big-nosed dope! Why? I feel uncomfortable reading these lines. Well, you shut up, you dope! That's as far as I feel comfortable even saying. Oh my god, this game's very 2013, let's put it that way. Fuck. You know, I thought the dancing around the racism with Lotta was gonna be as far as we were gonna go. Why are you telling him anything extra? Here, they're not even dancing around it anymore. They're just fucking saying it. Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in that weather? Well, maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, we can all do without your offhanded theories.
But this witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm onto something. Mr. Wright? Who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold that night? I mean, obviously, right? Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. What? Oh good, he died. Trilo died, everyone. It's okay now. Trilo is dead. Phoenix Wright just killed Trilo, and no court would convict him. Trilo, gone, dead forever. And good fucking riddance. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is that true?
Well, you can't really ask me that question.
Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Well. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right. I need to set a soundboard back up or something. It seems that at this stage, I have no reason to doubt this witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. That's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along with the testimony. Freewell wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Of course he does. Oh, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. Nick? Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so? I don't know anymore. Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stove. We're back at the beginning. Alright. Alright, so we gotta figure out what to call them on. We need to cast doubt on that being Max. Time of death 10:15, police arrived at 10:30. Damn, I was hoping there'd be a time difference there. 20-pound box, bottle of pepper. From T to R is engraved on it. I'm not sure what we're supposed to be getting out of them though. Map, broken bottle. We know that Max cracked Ben on the back of the head too. Hey Willow. You missed the anti-Semitic puppet. He died, but he's back now. Nick made him explode. It was glorious. Alright. I left the tent with Mo. Alright. Once we got to the lodging house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading towards the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be the killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. But Regina would have been heading that way, right? Supposedly? But then the problem is we don't know how to get that out of him. We could present the ring, maybe? That seems a little vague, though. Let's try presenting the ring. Because Regina would be heading that way. No. Alright. I already did during the extended questioning on this option, and it didn't actually get us anywhere despite being correct. I'll try it just to the straight up here though. No. But yeah, we know he was waiting outside for Regina. That's as far as we've gotten with that one. Practice was over. I left the tent with the stooge. I mean clown. I'm gonna press again here. Refresh my memory. Max and only Max, is that right? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There's only one person headed that way. Right, okay. Okay. I forgot that this is where this question was. we also said no proof it was Max, but they laid back, or they pushed back with, well, this person was wearing Max's costume, and I didn't have an option to question that. So we're going with Ben only saw Max, and then we'll present him with the ring. That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else? I kind of want to present Ben to him. What? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose this witness could have seen? Okay, since we just saved, I really want to know what happens if I say Ben. I want there to be dialogue for this so bad. Don't hold your tongue, Ben. It's your job to answer all the stupid questions. I'm sorry, Trilo. Gotta find a way to get more info. Oh, I really wanted there to be special dialogue for that. Alright, press, and then we show him Regina. That's what we did on the other side. Did we already do that? Just what we already did? Fuck. I took my meds late. My memory is shot, short term specifically. We know he saw Regina. No? No, that's like actually what would have happened. Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina. Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Alright. So that got us nowhere. Who else would he have seen walking that direction? Money the monkey? Who stole the ring? That's like actually a possibility here. Four of these people are involved in the circus. One is the one being incriminated. One is the witness. So these are the... Sorry, 5. So these 3 are the only ones, plus Mo already went back to his... So it's down to these 2. This is confusing. If we say there's no proof it was Max... About the victim? Yeah, that's my next thought. And now he's just gonna say, hey, hey, costume, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, he would have had to have seen... Barry, at least in theory. Let's give that a go. That's the victim. That's correct. Okay. Hey, Bad Road. Thank you, Willow. I like how Ben turns his head and slightly opens his mouth each time Trilo talks. Yeah, it's actually really well done. That's correct. All the animation in this game is incredible. And the way that they captured that simplicity, going up from a Game Boy Advance to fucking HD here, pretty fucking cool. If Trilo is at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Ah!
Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out.
What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room.
Is that, according to the defendant, a likely story? If Maximilian Galactica was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room, why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime?
Ugh. I see. See, that's what I was worried about, and why that didn't immediately come to mind. So they are addressing it, at least. No, I never noticed the carvings on the pillars behind the judge before. That's really pretty. I'd hang that in my home. All right. There is obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Ah! Hey, he's dead again! Hooray! Trilo is dead.
What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime.
However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than... Ow!
There is absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer.
I guess you got me.
Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina.
Hey!
Don't volunteer things.
Mr. Quiz, tell us the truth this time, and I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house?
I was. I was waiting to propose to her.
You were what? Waiting to propose? Well, that's preposterous.
What's the matter? You think the humans have a monopoly on marriage?
The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain!
Huh. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to wait.
Oh my god, she's an Overwatch player. She fucks up and then blames her team.
Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of the silly proposal by a puppet.
About the proposal. We sure do.
Don't be so surprised that I was gonna propose to Regina. I even had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket.
Except Money the Monkey had it. You were going to propose. You, a puppet? Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too.
Exactly.
You made this weird, Judge. Weirder than it already was. His honor is looking a little less than honorable right now. Okay, Mr. Wright, please continue with your cross-examination.
Ugh. What was that sigh at the end?
I'm with Maya and Nick.
Don't be so surprised that I was gonna propose to Regina.
By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct? To Regina.
Of course, that's what I meant. What kind of stupid question is that?
If we can all propose to her, there's no law. Oh, fuck. I hope that doesn't happen in a later scene. That matter is not under review is exactly how a judge would have responded to that. Yeah, for once.
For fucking once. I wasn't gonna propose to that. I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. I don't know, that might make for a better story. Right, Ben? Yeah, I wanted to be in an outlaw biker gang, though. Got it? That's the truth. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Whose pocket was the ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? Having a ring in his pocket? I'm sorry, really. You don't gotta apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Really? Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her? That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times I lost count, but that uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? He couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say the love creates rivalries. So what about this present? In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I still got it in my pocket. Which he doesn't. We have it. I'm not sure where revealing this gets us, but... What? That was the... They didn't even have extra dialogue like that to make fun of me for. Let's see. Right. Had it in your pocket that night. But we're to believe that Money the Monkey had it that night? I'm not sure what it's trying to get at here. I'm really not. This one? No. All he says is, I had a ring and I was gonna propose. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her. Did we already do this dialogue? So are you oh yes, I guess we do. So are you still thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am! I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easy. Huh. I wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck. The judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Destroying another person's puppet probably wouldn't be a felony unless the puppet is sufficiently valuable. That's true. It would probably be misdemeanor vandalism and assault and theft. Right? Like, it'd be multiple charges is the big thing. Let's see. So that's all the pressing we can do. Larceny, vandalism, burglary, or robbery, depending on where it was when you seized it. Thank you.
got to be something we can say to one of these lines, but I'm not seeing it. Like, this is gonna show the, this is gonna give them motive at some point. Because, they had seniority and we're not making nearly as much. But I don't think that works here. This is, you know? To press and read through these again? I don't know. We didn't have any multiple choices. Got the crime scene photo. Like, the only things that actually relate relates to any of this testimony is the ring. You try the monkey at the point where he says it's still in his pocket. That's a possibility. That's a little out there. But nothing else is working. Nope. So he just keeps talking about how he has this ring and that it's in his pocket. Let's look at the specific details that he's mentioning right now. Don't be so surprised I was going to propose to Regina. I haven't had something to give her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. And in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. We've tried the ring on all the direct ones, and we don't have anything else that really matches. I can try showing him the raise here, but usually it has to relate to... Usually it has to relate specifically to the first couple sentences in the testimony. Unless it's giving me a choice partway through. Let's try that. No. Robbery if you took the pot out of his hands. Burglary if it was his car or home. Ah. Fucking hell. No, I don't need to... I appreciate you, Maya. Favor? What do you mean, favor? Try the ring again at the line where he says still in my pocket. I already tried that though. That was actually the first thing I tried, I believe. Yeah, still a dead end. This one I'm like flat up bewildered on. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Like, that's the only thing that seems to contradict anything he says. Potter. I think I might have reloaded something, maybe? To before a save point. What was it I need to be more careful. What was it exactly that you'd planned on giving her? You know exactly what I was gonna give her, you numbskull. Wait, did I never even press on this? I don't remember this at all. I was about to go back through them all. You know exactly what I was gonna give a numbskull. The only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question. What was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Yeah, apparently I just totally whiffed on pressing on this one. Engagement ring? Wow, those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix Wright's joke has gone too far. Time for this to end right here. Franziska's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. It may be something of a joke, but this is an historic moment. The first time that a puppet is— Ow! I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm gonna have to agree with the defense here. For once. Will the witness please revise their testimonies? Yeah, apparently I just totally whiffed on pressing on that dialogue specifically. Specifically about the engagement ring. I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. You sure do enjoy sweating the details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. I planned on giving an engagement ring to Regina. So now we can present the ring. Or not. That's fine, we'll take the hit on this one. Alright, so I actually do need to present this somewhere else. They just changed the mechanic on me a bit. Alright. There we go. Now we can show him the engagement ring, yeah? We just had to change the other text box. Alright. There we go. There's that silence. Prelude, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh, looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this thing? Nah, that's mine! Give it back! Thief! Thief! Didn't you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. I like to imagine that Phoenix Wright is just really, really bad at accents. Why then do I have it right here? Yay, Trilo's dead again. That's 3 times we have killed this puppet. What is going on here? That's... Ben, say something. Don't put me on the spot like that, Trilo. I found this in Money's room.
Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault? Ha! That filthy monkey's gonna get what's coming to him. Mr. Quist, I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Okay. I wasn't sure where they were gonna go with that joke. But, yep, that was the right place to go with it. Oh my god. Well, Your Honor, money really is a monkey, in every sense of the word. Oh, I see. Well then. Money likes to go after the shiniest things he can find and gather them up. Shiny things? Trilo? When was this ring stolen from you? Well, I suppose it was... Oh wait, I suppose it was that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime. What did you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? Well, I guess you might be able to say that. The ring might have, well, it could have been taken around that time. Ow! Beat the shit out of him, apparently. You don't understand the joke? Oh, because it was money. You know. Man, what's with you? Oh, whatever. Oops. Do that. Nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what it has to do with what. Now, Trilo. Back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing. Not I, Mr. Trilo Quist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trilo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? All this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was fumbling his way through snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. Prove an important point? What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise and Ben's testimony has a flaw. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? The witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money the Monkey. When the witness was off chasing Money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory, which leads to my next point. It was an own goal to even mention the ring. Yep, very much so. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Interesting that... Well then, tell me this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist?
Well, he obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene.
However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, the defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity towards the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it, I saw that worthless liar. Well, just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw on that night. Ha! I've told you so many times, you'd think you'd know my story's not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy, and I'm sure it'll change some more. Where there's one lie, there's usually many more behind it. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. Yeah. That statement is a better understanding of psychology than every psychology expert on YouTube combined. Like, damn, Phoenix Wright. Damn, Maya. Witnessing Max. Now we've got proper interrogation, not interrogation, you know, testimony. I'll give you that I was waiting that night for Regina. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I says good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. If Ben never saw the victim arrive on the scene, then his testimony doesn't prove Max was there when the crime happened. Yep. Very much bullshit, Willow. This is definitely one of the more frustrating this is definitely one of the more frustrating testimonies we've had to work through in this series. All right. So that means that Money didn't show up until after you saw Max. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw him. Then Money snatched the ring, and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose 5 minutes, I think. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Mr. Wright, please proceed with your cross-examination. A reasonable doubt. That's what we're supposed to be going for here. But they always make us prove a negative. Why on earth would he have said good evening to Max? Good point. Very good point. So you were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night. That means you probably wouldn't... keep holding the controller one-handed and pressing the shoulder buttons. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. Sarcasm, reflex, active deception. He's definitely not holding this court in high regards. Yeah, Willow's right. Max had, in fact, attacked him. That means you probably wouldn't have noticed someone else show up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I got 4, you know. 4. F-O-U-R. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. The judge is even more dangerous to our case than Trilo. Yes. Yes, he is. But that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza last night. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night? Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. I guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out by yourself. You already know that practice finishes promptly at 10 p.m. And you already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know about what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes. I'm sure you can do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? What time was it? Let me think about that. Ow! I'm no good at math! It was 10:10 p.m. Okay, I actually really like it that they had multiple people chime in that they didn't know what time it was. That was cute. Ah, yes, that sounds about right. It sounds about right because that's what time I saw Max on the scene. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. So you testified that you said good evening to Max that night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben? You got something to add? Let me guess, that's not it, Trilo. You say good evening at night. I'm sorry, Trilo. Mr. Quist, I would prefer it if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible. A performer lives and breathes his performances. You should know better. Gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Yes. Yes, there has to be. Trilo's evening greeting. Ben's half the Trilo's evening greeting, obviously. I'm gonna hit save and then try the other one. I want to know what happens. I hate to say it, but Ben's part of your little act is coming off a bit stale. I'm sure that if a pro was to review your work, he'd say, ow! You're not trying to pass yourself off as a professional performer, are you? Just heckling. Everyone else in this courtroom does it. Don't get so wrapped up in yourself, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You should know better. Ow, ow, that hurts. That should have set him straight. You may proceed with your testimony, witness. I'm absolutely sure it was him, so we'll come back to that one. I saw Maximilian Galactica at the scene. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already. Geez, I am 100% absolutely sure. There's no way he could be any more confident than that, right? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. I'm gonna get them to chant it again. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, how many times have you asked that question by now? I think 3? I think 3. If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with the chorus. Everyone together now. This is what I was hoping would happen. Silcat, cloak, white roses. Thank you very much. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. But there has to be a hole in his testimony somewhere.
I agree. But do we have the proof to make something stick?
All we can do is try, right, Nick? We gotta have something that'll prove useful. Alright, time to go to work.
So, there's two things that work here. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. There's two things that could work here, as far as I can see. Come on. Let's try it. Let's see what this says anyway, since I accidentally clicked it. But we can show the broken bottle, or we can show Regina, because either of those things would present animosity. Isn't that a bit strange to you?
What do you mean?
Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Oh, the bottle? Okay. It strikes me as somewhat strange.
Why would it strike you as strange? Exactly. How is it strange to be cordial to one of your co-workers?
Well, if it was simply just being cordial to a co-worker, I'd understand. Ow!
Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school.
There is no reason that Trilo would ever say something nice to Max. How do I go about proving that with the evidence?
Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one.
I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Alright. Now save here. And we are going to present the broken bottle. Trilo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder?
A fight?
A fight over Regina, to be exact. I think Regina would have worked too.
It wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument. A disagreement at most.
A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head.
Ah!
That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he?
What? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Ow! Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charge first.
The truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and the witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on the stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival.
Objection!
This was back when lewd had a broader definition, mind.
Are you saying this witness is lying? That he's trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the scene of the crime? I didn't tell a single lie, honestly. I just...
That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Now, Mr. Wright, we've killed Freelo. Thank you for catching that. Thank you, Bad Road. 4 Trilo deaths now. Yes, Your Honor. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually was that night? That's a good question. Actually saw. I love dyslexia. That makes a lot more sense. My brain just started trying to turn over. So we can lose health from this one. I kind of want to pick some of the... wrong answers. Like, obviously this is what we're supposed to hit. We've got nothing at stake. We might as well see what happens if we say the obviously wrong answers. Alternate timeline. Of course, the witness did not see a soul that night.
I see. Well, who do you think you are to just up and decide what it is I saw that night? A fool can only understand the foolish foolery uttered by the most foolish of fools. This witness didn't see anyone. You wouldn't happen to have proof to back up that statement, would you? Gulp. Nick, I just thought of something. If Ben and Trilo really didn't see anyone that night, they wouldn't have testified they greeted someone, would they? Well, what do you mean? I mean that Trilo really did say good evening to someone that night. But Trilo and Max, they were in the middle of a huge fight. Alright. That was kind of cute. Alright, he saw a different person. It's my belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night. It was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Oh! Oh! Burn! Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he'd truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all. Which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Maximilian Galactica. That is why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it. What in the world? You... Would the defense kindly explain who it was that Trilo saw that evening, then? Oh, shit. I mean, obviously, Russell's the only one that really makes sense, right? Mo was away. Regina, he would have talked to. It was Maximilian Galactica! Considering the ill temper of this witness, there's only one person who he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, Your Honor, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the engagement ring as a present. Oh, yeah. I suppose you've got a point there. It was Russell Berry, the victim himself, was it not? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Berry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster Russell Berry. Well, I hadn't thought of fucking To Catch a Predator in a long time. Fucking hell. That is a hell of a reference to drag out, but I get why you did. That's why you greeted him, Trilo, isn't that correct? Gulp. I like that instead of Ben gulping, that instead Ben had Trilo gulp. Answer the question, Mr. Quist. 5. Order! Order! How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Maximilian Galactica. Uh-huh. I think it's high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza that evening. The problem is I keep fucking slipping accents. The problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Maximilian Galactica, or was it the ringmaster, one Mr. Russell Berry? The prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols.
3 symbols?
Alright, this is getting old. Come on, man, you gotta remember him by now. See, now Phoenix is definitely fucking with him. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. 6. 6 deaths. Yes, yes, we know. The silk hats and cloaks of white roses. A silk hat and a cloak? Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. What was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Maximilian Galactica? This is what I was trying to get across like an hour and a half ago. It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell Berry. What? Ms. Von Karma? Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, okay, guessing this is Risby Barkin. If that's the case, then it's impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. Huh? You're just a little too excited for your own good, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza last night. I applaud you on your effort, but... Who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Huh? I don't know. I don't know why he dressed up as Max either. That's very odd. Your Honor, the prosecution will provide, beyond the shadow of a doubt, an answer to that question and evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Maximilian Galactica responsible for this crime. Burp. Very well. The court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request the prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. To be continued. Wow, to be continued in the middle of a court date. That sounds like a good time to take a break, huh? Yeah, it's almost time for that. So before we do that, I would like to remind you all that there is a civil rights movement happening around the country and the wider world. Black Americans, people of color, are fighting for things that should never have to be fought for, like equal rights, equal treatment under the law, not be attacked, terrorized, and even murdered by the police. But we have listed here some ways that you can help. These might not actually show up on this screen. I'm not sure if I set this up correctly. Let's try that. Okay, it is working. They include the Bail Fund Network to help keep protesters out of jail, the Okra Project, and the Black Trans Travel Fund to help black trans and non-binary people with food, supplies, and travel out of dangerous situations, and the Black Hills Legal Fund, the Lakota People's Fund to take back their land, the 6 grandfathers, which was stolen by white people, arbitrarily renamed to Mount Rushmore, and then had some white slave owners' faces carved into the side of it. Black Lives Matter. The lives of people of color matter. Indigenous lives and lands matter. Asian and Pacific Islander lives matter. These are things we've got to keep saying and pushing and fighting for until the people all the way to the top not only understand and acknowledge them, but work to make them real protected truths. Alright, so we're gonna go to the break. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. Do what you gotta do. You know, use a bathroom or drink some water, have a snack, stretch your limbs. All good. Just take care of yourselves. We'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, we're back. How y'all holding up? Having a good day? Having a good time? Having a ball? Okay, let's get back to it, shall we? Like 3 weeks, finally breathing okay. Hell yeah. Hooray for small victories. December 29, 11:54 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Well, I'm glad you're feeling better. Sweetie, you have to believe me. I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene.
So then, where were you when the murder took place?
We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the ringmaster's room. That does seem to imply that the ringmaster was trying to frame Max for something else, right? Decent day at work. Started building my new Proxmox box that may replace your HP server. Awesome. And while you were there, it was the ringmaster who left the room, right? Exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he'd be right back.
That's when the ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right?
That's what it seems like.
But the ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right?
Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the ringmaster's room, still dressed in my stage clothes, which these are not. These are my day clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off.
Which means?
It means the ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous! That is a fabulously possible possibility. He was sitting in there naked. Also very possible.
Well done, Nick.
However, sweetie, why would the ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double
Wow, Max. I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something.
Maximilian Galactica, fabulous detective. Spin-off incoming in 2099. Well, this is Capcom, so it can just be 20XDX. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or the president? You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision.
That's really cool.
Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. I mean, that's the kind of questions I had when I was a kid, too. December 29, 12:06 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Astronaut or veterinarian? Hell yeah. Both are great career paths. Now that everyone's back, let's get started. The court is now back in session. Well, I wanted to be a programmer? Hell yeah. I know JJ always wanted to be a musician, so she just did that. Ms. Von Karma, please proceed with the prosecution's case.
Very well. I will now call my next witness. A pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing.
Well, that was even more disrespectful than usual, Von Karma.
Will Mr. Lawrence Curls please take the stand? Why did she just call him a pitiful clown?
I don't remember the voice. I remember we tried to do this one, but it hurt my throat.
The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. Is his middle name Mo? No, I think Mo is his clown name. Most clowns have a name for their clown. You know, makeup on, all that. The witness will state his occupation for the court record. Oh, this might be why she called him pitiful. It may have... I did the thing again. It may have been like an actual description of him right at this moment in time. Oh, we may have figured out what was causing the computer to judder. The USB-C cable attached to the keyboard seems to have gotten broken. We got a new cable, and that seems to have fixed it. So hopefully, Sue won't have any problems with that tomorrow. In West Cloudadelphia, born... Really? That's what we're doing? Name and occupation. You know, you want to date your thing. Just... You want to date your translation, just jump into the current memes. Is Regina the only person in the circus who can function outside the parameters of her act? I mean, even she is kind of off in her own little world, which isn't totally unheard of with psychotic disorders, and she definitely is coded with one of those. So, you know, name and occupation. Will the witness please inform the court why he's speaking autobiographical gibberish? Okay, that was a pretty good reaction anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just not used to being in court. Oh, right, here we go. We can go up here. This is a lot less painful. I'm just not used to being in court. I'd never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see occupation, please state your name for the court. Oh, yeah. Maybe this joke's okay. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. That was a pretty good Pee-wee laugh.
Okay, how about this? Have you ever met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? How was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good.
We're just gonna jump right back into the Fresh Prince theme. I'd have done the Mandar clap. Oh, that would have been good too. There we go. Your name.
Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown.
You witnessed the scene at around 10:15 p.m. the day of the murder, correct?
Yes it is.
Very well, Mr. Curls. Will you please testify to what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian, what, without the humor, please. Okay. The Pee-wee laugh is also good, and it fits with the voice I've been doing. Thank you. I'm quite happy with it. Oh, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogey self in court. That's not stopping him, though. What you witnessed.
I know. I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I've taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. This is...
He's not testifying.
But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. But this atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing?
A rabbit, a priest, and a minister walk into a bar. The rabbit says, I think I might be a typo. I like that. Aren't we the ones who are supposed to be asking the questions here? Witness.
Huh?
We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case.
Really? You really hear me out?
Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later.
Thank you, I can't wait!
Or Gumshoe. You know it's gonna be Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin once again with the testimony? I kind of wanted to cross-examine what he was saying before.
Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want.
What you witnessed.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clunked the ringmaster over the head.
This seems to imply that it wasn't the ringmaster wearing the cloak.
Well, that's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now.
Of course you can. There's no way this account can be criticized. She's really naive about the proceedings is the thing. I guess she's just used to everyone rolling over for her.
However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter? Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him.
That must be because of my insincere smile.
I love this man.
Mr. Wright, please begin the defense's cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Nick, you've got to find some kind of contradiction in his testimony.
I know that.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor?
I'm afraid that if you push this witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you're not going to engage in pointless saber rattling.
I understand, Your Honor. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible.
Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with the corny jokes. What you witnessed.
The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room.
You'd say the practice wrapped up at around 10, correct?
See, that's the thing.
Huh?
How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now 8 o'clock, there's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock. That way I can make a great joke.
Alright, 8 o'clock then.
You know you want to hear the joke. You know you want to hear the joke. A man goes to his doctor, and the doctor asks, "How is number 1?" The man says, "Every day at Every day at..."
Witness, these are exactly the type of jokes you should save for the detective.
Ow!
You knew that would happen. Don't look at me like that.
Mr. Wright, you're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. That's what you choose to jump in on? This isn't funny at all, in more ways than one. Okay, apparently I have to save before doing that stuff. Oh, shit.
You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I guess I was warned.
You were pooped that night.
Yep, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food.
What?
The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. Aha! What happened after that, as they say, happens! That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days.
That joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply.
Oh my god! What? I didn't even choose anything, I just pressed. Oh my god, that's brutal.
That joke was skibbity toilets? Very much so.
I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window.
You just happened to glance out the window.
You could say that. You could also say I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeballed.
Mr. Curls!
Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either.
What should I do? I wonder if I should press him further on this issue. Obviously. Like I said, I saved. Exactly why did you look out your window that night?
Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they?
That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday,
once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
you forgot? Your Honor, the witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound. He did not just simply glance out of his window that night.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? And I was definitely not instructed to not mention it by the prosecution.
That's not something you just forgot to mention. Yeah, what she said. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Very well, Mr. Curls, please revise your testimony. This should start turning the tables in our favor. My cousin told me his daughter was taking a multiple choice test, and I forgot the question, but she said the options were dictionary, encyclopedia, atlas, or pterodactyl, which she knew was wrong. Yes, she was sure it was a pterodactyl, and she said it was some kind of dinosaur. Lovely. Alright, so I guess we gotta keep pressing and being careful about it.
I heard a huge noise outside the window, and that's what made me take a look outside.
Let's read the rest of them before going after this one. Was it a thesaurus? Oh, yep.
That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though.
Far away, you say? If you had to say exactly, how far away were they?
Let me think about that for a second.
If my room is here, wait, is he taking this question seriously?
And they looked about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window.
Just 30 feet? That's not far at all.
It was snowing that night, and it cut down on visibility.
I see. Please continue with your testimony. Please continue with your testimony regarding the two shadows that you saw. We didn't get in trouble for that one.
It was the ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak.
I thought about doing full-on Fozzie Bear for a minute.
Waka waka!
You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away.
That's right, I had been thinking about it over and over since that night, but things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor, Ms. Von Karma.
But now I'm... Oh, ho, ho, ho! Really, Ms. Von Karma?
But now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the ringmaster that I saw that night. Just think about it. How could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols?
She is literally trying to commit a crime right here. Uppity symbols.
Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what to do. All together now. Say it with Uncle Mo.
Aww. Oh, poor Mo.
See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown.
Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw?
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
You say that the ringmaster got clonked over the head. Could you explain for the court what a clonk is? Perhaps you could demonstrate using this broken bottle.
Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story.
It really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with?
You mean the weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found at the murder scene, right?
That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon.
Mo! Did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night?
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You'd better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor, poor clown. Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty.
Yup.
Isn't that a bit melodramatic?
So what will it be then, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime?
Of course I do! We just heard it! We changed the testimony for it! I've got a great reason to make my claim.
And I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason.
Of course I will. The reason is... the witness's very own testimony!
What's the meaning of that, Mr. Wright?
Mo said he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit.
He did indeed say that.
However, Mo just stated the following under oath.
I kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head.
Which was the reason he looked out the window in the first place. If Mo's to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyone, unless you're prepared to testify that there were two clonks. Two clonks, indeed.
In 1972, a crack
Was that Dragnet?
Mr. Curls, how do you respond to Mr. Wright's assessment?
Well, they didn't commit. These clowns prompt the escape from a maximum security. No, it's A-team.
Yeah, Willow got it. Mr. Curls, are you reciting the C-team theme to anger the clown team? Great. To anger this court?
No. I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory.
Great job, Nick. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the clown makeup to find the truth. That's gross.
Well then,
you're back from your jog.
well, it pretty much happened the way I said.
Pretty much.
When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement.
On karma. Perjury. Tampering with witnesses again. Just like Daddy. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster.
Yes. And when I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out.
Checked out?
Yep, he was on permanent vacation, as they say.
Mr. Curls!
Your Honor.
You did not witness the actual crime, however you still say you saw the criminal, correct?
Yes, exactly. The ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him.
Very well, then please testify to this silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. And if I even catch a hint of a joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. Got it?
Got it.
He starts singing Aerosmith. Oh no.
It was a bit farther away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols. His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there.
Isn't Max's cloak shiny and purple? Like his hat?
His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
I do want to point out that yes, I do understand that uppity is a loaded word, and I'm very cautious about reading it here. It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. It took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes. It is decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. All right, Mr. Wright. Commence your cross-examination. The silhouette. Don't want to lose any more health at this rate. We're getting close to the end of this session, so, but we still have plenty of time to get wrecked.
It was a bit far away. It was a bit far away, but that shadow could only have belonged to Max.
Don't you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? That shadow belongs to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think?
What are you getting at?
I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' lives is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max?
I am not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max. I'm convinced of that.
Doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you sure that you saw Max that night?
There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his uppity symbols.
Trilo said the same thing. But if it was just the symbols, even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them?
I thought of that myself.
But just looking at the shape of the face I saw, he must have been Max. You're sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Did I? His silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there. We don't have the cloak. Wait, yes we do. Oh, it is black on the outside. It's red on the inside, which is not what I thought. You're sure that is what you saw that night? The shape of his face under the top hat in the snow 30 feet away at 10 at night in December, and localized entirely to his kitchen.
Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw.
So we're gonna show him the poster.
I've got eyes like a hawk.
Don't birds have terrible night vision?
Except for owls. But that's not all I saw.
You like that plan? Awesome.
His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him.
Got some more dialogue. You were able to see that kind of detail from your window? There was a light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what is your eyesight like?
I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my left eye, or out of my right eye.
Our records say his eyesight is a perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes.
Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what it actually was. His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying.
So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding. But yeah, he's claiming that Max was facing towards the window, and that's why he could see his face silhouetted, right? So he should have been seeing a red cloak.
That is correct. I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard.
Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object. At least it says so in the autopsy report. With Trilo's testimony and now Mo's. Really seems like Max is the killer. Nick, you've got to find a contradiction in this. It's not going to be enough. What? I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that will help. I've got to do it. Alright, so we're going to hit save. And we're going to go look at the black cloak. There we go. And now we're going to present the poster that shows the bright red. You say you saw all of Max's quote-unquote uppity symbols.
I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right?
I would rather use words like pompous that aren't so loaded. They're about rich people. Mo, everyone knows the Maximilian Galactica has 3 pompous symbols.
3 symbols?
That's not what I meant. Pretentious is good too. So we don't even care that the cloak doesn't match his description then. Well, it worked anyway. I'm going with it. Yay! Everyone get ready. All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses.
What the?
Who cares if he knows that there was 3 or not? He saw what he saw. He saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Isn't that right, Mo?
Do you like pie? I love pie. 3.14.
Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth, no fractions. That's not a fraction. That's a decimal. It's a repeating decimal. It's one of the most famous repeating decimals in the world. Come on! Why is this what gets me annoyed? Order! Order! Mo, you didn't see the roses, did you?
To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw, which would again point to it being Russell. But again, Russell died in that moment. So unless someone actually took the cloak off of him, then I'm missing a beat here. The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it was too dark to see that kind of detail. Wow, she 180'd on that one. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face. Not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed them. Then the roses must have fallen off and the defendant assaulted the victim. If that were the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Wow, they're really getting in each other's faces. Mr. Wright, are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with the court. I got her on the ropes now. These seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. He's the Matlock of cross-examination. Yes! Someone is toying with the court, but it is not me! Your Honor, do you recall Trelo's testimony? There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy getup and his nose stuck up so high? How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece getup? Trelo saw them all. Trelo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There is absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now what am I supposed to think? One's supposed to disregard the pointless, but this? Judge, forget the roses. Think about this other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Maximilian Galactica. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this case up now. Your Honor, it may be trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. It seems that unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. I'm not mature. Oh. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable. Which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. He has threatened to put people away for much less. What? Yeah, I'm shocked too. If there are no contradictions in his next statement, I'm prepared to issue a ruling. A ruling? Nick, this is your last chance. The Silhouette, Part 2. There is no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night. However, all the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene. So I do want to take a look at this. I think... No, not that one. This one. Because not that one. Oh, it's not here. So the photo that we've seen of the ringmaster leaving the room, there's a hat rack or a coat rack
in the corner that has the cloak and the hat on it, but no roses. But I don't have a photo to compare that against and make sure I'm right.
He was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
Mr. Wright, you've got one last chance at this. Just one chance.
I will not allow the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you are going to prove...
I can't... Oh my god, I can't change my accent. If you're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Curls' statement, you'd better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations.
How's the hat on the ground?
Well, yeah, like... The only thing I can think of is that Russell took those with him when he went, but why wouldn't Max say that? I've only got a single shot at this. I've got to be careful. I understand, Your Honor. One chance is all I'll need.
There is no doubt in my mind there were no white roses that night.
Okay, I'm afraid to even press on stuff. I have a feeling it's gonna kill us if we do.
However, all of the other symbols were there. I'm equally sure of that. Especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene, but
The silk hat was found left at the scene. Interesting, right? I hope this is it. Alright, does this show the hat? This doesn't show the hat. So we're presenting the hat itself. Here we go. I saved. I don't know what I'm holding my breath over. I'm excited. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it?
Yep, that's it. That is the hat he was wearing that night.
No question in your mind?
Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that?
I see. Is there some sort of problem, Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma, where exactly was the silk hat found?
Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the scene of the crime. This is the crime scene. That means...
The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time he was on the scene.
No, that's not true.
Order! Order! Order, Mr. Curls!
Yes, Your Honor.
What is the meaning of all of this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in a court?
Hey, that's just not right. That's so harsh.
What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things.
Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do?
I mean, you're trying to get an innocent man framed for murder.
Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great. Seriously, why? Just because no matter how old I get, I'll always be younger than you.
Ears of a clown? Enough of these childish outbursts, Mr. Curls. Who do you think you are?
I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing his dumb silk hat. I am telling the truth.
He's turned into a bratty little kid.
It's pitiful, isn't it?
He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there.
He left the scene.
What's the matter, Nick?
There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Yeah, me too. Mo?
What do you want?
He just said he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how'd he leave the scene? You can't ask me that. Mr. Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness, Your Honor. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Ms. Von Karma's protest is useless. I was really hoping for so many holes that you could fit a badger through it. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that all right with you, little guy? Okay. Oh, you got me. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. That was amazing.
Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid question is how did he leave the crime scene? The answer's obvious. He just turned around and walked away.
That's what I expected you'd say. You're sure that's how it happened?
Say what?
Huh? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter a story as to how the criminal left the scene? I mean, yeah, we have a photograph of the scene with one set of fucking footprints.
Take that!
Look at this photograph. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints? In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there.
Ay, 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 ay.
So, Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? Your Honor, this witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. Those things cannot be rickety, okay? If they're rickety, you could only fit 2 or 3 clowns in them before they burst.
Wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I said.
I had a Shadowrun character who could have walked away from a murder scene in the snow without leaving footprints. That's true, and magic does exist in this world to some extent. So, I don't know, maybe.
Fine, fine, I'll tell you the truth this time.
You wait a second. I think you said more than enough for today.
That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyway. I'll give you the real deal this time. I swear.
Man, this guy's a real bastard. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. You think you know a guy. You know, I adored him for a while. Mr. Lawrence Curls?
Yes?
The testimony you've provided up until now has been false.
It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just
what?
It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw.
Ah, here we go. Excellent. Okay, I'm back with him now. Let's see what happens. Order! Order! I will have order! Franziska von Karma, how could you? Don't bow! Curtsy! Poutsy! Your Honor, if you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have had exactly the same opinion as I have. And what opinion is that? It's not funny. That is enough out of you. I'm going to listen to what he has to say. Wow, he's standing up to a prosecutor. Who is this guy and what did he do with the real judge? Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls.
Ha! You are not going to believe this, but it's all true, I tell you.
Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel.
The truth.
Now it's time for our next segment, Monos.
So like Bonos?
Everything that I have said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out of the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. That's when I saw he...
Oh, I like that they have him shudder and buzz like he's being pulled away on strings. Because, of course, it's wire work, it's stage magic.
And this is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew! He jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there was no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints.
I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now?
Well, apparently she had specifically told him to not say that he flew. So that's sort of explainable. Well, that was, how do you put this into words? And nobody looked up at the crime scene. It's true. It's true. But who was it that flew? Because we already heard outside of the courtroom that Max can't actually fly. This has been admitted, which means wire work would have had to be set up ahead of time. Well, that was, how do you put this into words?
Maximilian Galactica is a world-class musician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that could actually happen. You did see a tiny girl transform into a full-grown woman right before your eyes, like a few days ago.
You're right.
Why is she right? You believed the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me? Especially since it is the best part of the story.
To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony, Mr. Wright? Ooh, this is all a dream, right? Her feet were firmly planted on the ground the whole time. Oh, fuck. Which of these do we pick? We don't have a health bar, so either we're gonna get booted back here or they're all a throughway. So what's gonna get us the funniest answers? Like, this is the honest thing to do, right? Willow would say he's telling the truth. Alright, let's give it a go. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. This is a dream's probably the funniest, yeah. Which means that he is telling the truth. That's what I think.
Nick, wait. That means that Max actually used magic.
Yikes, you're right.
Ow! Only a foolish-looking fool could be fooled by such foolish fool's foolish dream. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist.
I suppose I'll let you in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that. But I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. You imbecile. If you disregard a need for proof, Ms. Von Karma's case is sound.
That is the most backhanded compliment I have ever heard in my life. Holy shit. Oh.
Wow. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I will conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's an undisputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. Tomorrow, I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is adjourned. December 29, 2:33 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 5. Hey, sweeties, what in the world is going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy.
But it looks so effortless for you on stage.
It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air.
Wow. You just told me the secret to your magic.
No, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule. I'm sorry, Max. We made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret to their tricks.
Nick, what do we do now?
All we can do is hope we can find the flying criminal in court tomorrow.
Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker.
To be continued. Alright, so we're gonna play some Donkey Kong now. Aside from the usual failings of this game, it's been really fun tonight. Alright, so next week we're going to start on Part 3, Investigation. Now let's get to some Donkey Kong! It is good timing. Alright, let's see. Game Boy's been browsed off the front page. There we go. Oh, right. I should change the dashboard real quick. Donkey Kong 1994. There it is. And then plus DK94. There we go. All right. Let's do it. Let's Donkey Kong. I love this stage setup for this tutorial. Looks like Paper Mario. Kong the donkey. Donk the combo. I don't know. Alright, where were we? Oh, we're at the pyramid. Sorry, the desert. Look at that. Now we get to just break all the blocks. Oh, fuck. That's okay. Oh, no, it's not. Because I can't break those now. Oh, wait.
It's a hammer panel, so I can. I forgot about these. We did it. I learned a mnemonic device to remember the distinction between hominids, the great apes, and hominins, anything closer to human than a chimpanzee. And it's that the D in hominid is for Donkey Kong because he is one. All right. I can dig that. Don't think I got that quite on. Nah. 2 up is fine. We already have 80 lives. It's not like we're in much danger. Okay, I can't break those with my head. This is before Mario learned the power of hitting things with your head really hard. There we go. No, I could just use the hammer for those guys. Oh well. Oh fuck. No. It's fine. I just wanted to get the parasol. That's alright. We'll just do the thing we're actually here to do. I just wanted the parasol. No! I fucked it up anyway. There's definitely just enough time to do what I was trying to do. We did it. Hooray. Ooh, this is 2 full screens across. Couple screens tall. Tactical roll. Whoops. Oh, I got it anyway. I was trying to do the cool jump. I was trying to double jump all the way up. Alright, what do we need to do here? It looks like we should throw the hammer up and go down the elevator? Or down the ladders? Let's try going down the ladders. Well, there was just enough time to do that. Oh, fuck. Then I got stuck. Oh, no. It seemed worth a try. Where does this go? Oh, up here, of course. No, it would have to go here. Otherwise, I can't get up there. Okay, that changed the direction of the ladders. Or the elevators, rather. We can't climb through that ground. Oh, I see. There we go. Got this figured out. Couple false starts, that's okay. How far would you have to roll for it to be strategic instead of tactical? Well, you know, at that point, you really have to widen the scope to more than a couple of screens per stage. There we go, got it that time.
How high can you get? Whoa. Well, there wasn't much to that one. What they want you to do there is to do a handstand so that you can knock stuff out of the way while barely keeping pace with the conveyor belts. But all you really have to do is do it fast. Some of the shit JJ could do on here was wild. Like, she would finish an entire level by doing, like, 2 triple jumps. Long jump. Then bashes his head on the ceiling. And then still poses afterwards. He's like a cat. No one saw that. Ow. Alright. Gonna have to run the key through there. Is that all the hammer is for? It's for this one guy? Alright. Seems a bit overkill. You know, if I'm being honest. Yeah, there's nothing breakable. Oh, I was supposed to get the parts. Doesn't matter. We made it. Yeah, the hammer seems a bit superfluous. Oh, fuck. Didn't even need to jump over there. Should have just stayed on the donut blocks. And yes, I know these are technically rice ball blocks. I did it again. What I gotta do is I need to just grab the hammer and kill that guy before doing that. Hammer is a brutal fucking weapon, by the way. You ever seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Are you gonna respawn? I have to apparently move further away, or there's a bigger delay on it than I thought there would be. There we go. Alright. Need to get up there and pull that lever. Oh, I see. I should grab the hammer to get rid of the fire. That's how you put out fires, right? Oh, I needed to wait for Junior to pull the lever. Are you gonna come down here at any point? There we go. Much better. There we go. Now we open the door. The community theater in your hometown is doing Misery. My friend got cast as Annie Wilkes. Hell yeah. Burp. I've never seen Misery, but I love community theater. right. Now we have the single blocks. We dealt with those in the jungle, I think. Ah, yes. The famous Egyptian armadillos. I don't know what I'm doing here. I guess this. I don't think that's doing me much good, though. Yeah, I can't get high enough for that. I'm looking at this, and it seems like most of the stuff over there is just to get the collectibles. Where is the door? Is the door down here after the cannons? Yes. No. Yes. Okay. So what's the problem? I don't need any of that stuff. I just need to go up. Yeah, most of that is just for the collectibles, which is an odd way to do a level. We miss community theater. Gonna play when my egg cracked, and I've not felt confident enough to audition for femme roles. Aww. Though in an audition for Clue before my egg cracked, I told them I'd play any character in the play. Ah. Very cool. I've never seen Clue on stage. Is it like the movie? Whoa, fuck. I won! Lot like the movie? Gotcha. Feel like that one would be a fun play. Just like conceptually. Why, did you really think that an ancient Egyptian mummy could stop me? They're not alive. They're just well preserved. Slightly different ending, but it was great. Played Colonel Mustard. Hell yeah. Okay, which lever does what? That one lowers the, or removes the bridge. What does this one do? That reverses the elevators in a way that does not help me at the moment, but may later on. Yeah, I know you're there, Thwomp. These are artificial Thwomps. As you can see, they are not alive. Another one where I feel like a good chunk of the levels just... Oh, I see. I see. I gotta find a different way around without hitting that last lever. Alright. So how does this work? Yeah, I still have no idea how this works.
I can't go down from here. Oh, I would have had to have this elevator going down. Or find a glitch. It still doesn't work though, because the bridge here is still across. That was a fun glitch though. Seeing if I can flip this just right. Alright, I think this one's a wash. So I need that elevator going downwards. I need that bridge to be across. But then I also need... Whoop. I need that open, but then I need to be able to close it, which means I need to get here with the key in hand. Which I can do because of this elevator on the right. Okay. I think we got this. Alright, now I need to get around to that side, which can be not done that way. We do have to go across. Which means we need to push this bridge over. Oh god. There we go. Now we do that. And we climb up here. Cross the dang ladder. Or bridge. Bridge ladder. Ridge racer. Daytona! Naturally occurring thwomps, hell yeah. You know, they don't just make those guys in factories. Oh, fuck. Oh, I hate this so much. I'm just looking at this and that is enough to make me hate it. Not like there, and then we can climb up here. What good does this do, though? I guess I've got to set up just this entire level piece by piece, huh? And then we gotta hit the bouncy spring. Oh, no, I think I fucked this up. Well, maybe not. This may be salvageable. No, no, I fucked that up. That's fine, we can do this anyway. Alright. So, what I need to do here is I need to set up this whole level as I go. Which means, first thing that I need is a spring to jump on. Right? And that should be low enough. And then I need a bridge to jump to. I don't know why I need this ladder, but we'll put that here too. Oh, that's why I need a ladder. Dang it. Well, okay. Not good, but technically saved it. She had not indeed saved it. Alright, here we go. Alright, so we put this up here. And then we put this here. Has to be this low so we can get onto it. Then we grab this. We set it here. Grab the key. Set up this ladder. Set up the spring right here so that we can easily get up. Ah, hell yeah. We did it. Mario wins. Mario, where are you? Remember that ad for Arcade Mario Bros. On the Atari? Okay, so we've got a scorpion we've got to worry about. Don't remember anything about that? Wow, wild. Oh, fuck. The scorpion got me. Why do we have this lever? There is no reason to ever push that lever except to trap you. Why do we even have this lever and all that? Oh, I see. Oh, I know what we're supposed to do, actually. Gotta block that. Then we're gonna pull the lever. And that opens those. Once again, no problem. Also, we are in fact in one of the jars from Mario 2. You don't remember the ad or the game. The Atari version was fine. It was nothing special. But it was pretty good. You should be able to find the commercial on YouTube somewhere. Are you throwing death masks at me? Oops. If that's not illegal, it's definitely disrespectful. Memory unlocked, but you played a lot of it? Hell yeah. I just like the ad. Mario, where are you? This is the first time we heard Luigi sing. Oh shit. Airplane. This game just keeps escalating. Why would you expect a gorilla to respect human funerary customs? I mean, he's an intelligent gorilla. He's sentient. You know, he's in pretend Egypt. You know, he should have some fucking respect, right? Funerary customs are spiritually very important. They help many people with grief. And don't call me Shirley. Get it? 'Cause we're on an airplane. Oh god, I forgot this one has the wind on like every level. There's a reason it's short. Much like Mario, also short. Oh, fuck. There we go, good. I remember that was always a pain in the ass. I'm glad I got it on my first try. I just wanted to tell you good luck. We're all counting on you. Okay, it's the second door from the left on the lower floor. That is important. There's so many doors here. What is there, like individual passenger cabins? This is swanky. Okay, so that's just for the collectibles. We gotta get to the lever that's gonna open that door. Now we open this. And then we're gonna bring this bridge back across. Make life a bit easier. We grab this. And we're gonna throw that, go down here, grab the lever. Grab the key before it despawns. There we go. Yeah, I figure since we've done 2 worlds on each of the end caps before, I'll go through airplane as well. Alright, what do we got here? Oh, I missed which door it was. I think it's the one I'm standing in front of, though. There we go. Now we gotta hit this other lever. I think. Oh. Come on. There we go. Oh, fuck. This is a very easy spot to just fall. Alright. That one's sped up now, I guess. Alright, so yeah, that's a fake door. Just like in Silent Hill. Yeah. Who designed this airplane? That's what I want to know. Ah, fuck off. Rude. Oh no.
This one's actually looking pretty tough. Alright, come back around then. At least the cannon only fires... Whoa, fuck. I was gonna say something and then I immediately got killed by the cannon. I assume Donkey Kong designed the airplane. Oh, he must be who taught Funky Kong, huh? Oh, fuck, no. I forgot, it is still technically 2 platforms. You can fall off of one and not still be on the other. Oh, this is gonna be tough for me. This one's gonna kick my ass a few times. Okay. You gotta figure out the timing of the Boulat. And either jump or duck. 2 things Mario is classically very good at. Nope! I tried to turn around and all. I guess I could just use the middle platform, huh? Maybe I should try that for the trip across. It's tough timing. There we go. I feel like the game just got scared of me for a second. Oh! Did it. I brute forced it a bit, but we got there. Alright, we're halfway through the airplane. Alright. We got this. This is fine. Whoa. Yeah, see, no problem. If you open the wrong door, does the key just go back to where it's on? No, the rest of the doors won't actually open if you walk past them. They just don't do anything. They're just treated as part of the background, basically. Oh, this one's not even on the plane. This is a cloud. This is false advertising, Donkey Kong Airlines. Funky's Flights? I don't know. I even get up here like this? Nah, it wants me to use the wind to jump across. There we go. No problem. Oh wait. I remember this. And then we grab onto here. Hooray! I love it when I just remember one of the levels. Pretty cool. No!
Nothing.
Palp. Okay, I'm controlling that one. I think the second one is the door we're trying to get to, or the third one. Either way, we'll be coming up through there so we can check each of them. Oh, fuck. Any of y'all ever play Game & Watch Mario Bros? This is basically that. Is there a ladder? I don't need to go up here. That's odd. Oh, in case I want to go for the collectibles there. You're gonna shoot at me in a second. I'll give you the time. Oh, fuck. Well, I messed that up and gotta do the whole thing over now. Yep. Damn, I was close, though. I guess I can go the quick way, though. This is why there's ladders here. That's so considerate. Like, that's just good game design. Oh, pixels away. Shouldn't have been so reckless. Shouldn't have been completely without wreck. There we go. Trying to figure out how to get up there. I guess I'd need to jump off the key? Yeah, or, oh, I guess use one of the ladders that's available up here. Okay, I see. Even so, doesn't really feel worth my time at the moment. Whoops. That was already set correctly. Oh my god. No, it's fine. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Okay, we got it this time. I'm definitely not on my game today. No, I figured out some of the Phoenix Wright stuff quicker than usual, so that's something.
Ah. All right. Yeah, so you could just use the key to get up there, or if you had good timing, maybe a ladder. Not really worth interacting with that part of the level, honestly, unless you're trying to go for the 100%. Which, if I recall, is not even tracked in this game.
Maybe it's a speedrun category, though.
DK94, all collectibles. There we go. Oh yeah, JJ was playing some Smash Bros. A little while ago, and she got the Lady, or Donkey Kong and Lady spirit, which is just a wild choice, because for all this time, we've all just assumed that that was Pauline, but apparently, it's just a lady. Wild, right? Oh yeah, now we're in Antarctica, or the Arctic Circle. We're in an icy place, is where we crashed. We made the plane crash. Mario is the bad guy. Iceberg. I don't know where DK's even taking us at this point. Like, fucking hell. Alright, thanks everyone for coming. It's been a blast. Y'all know I love being here with you. If you want to support us and help keep me doing this shit, you can check out patreon.com/ifwhen. Highly recommended. You get access to music and art and even a shout out at the end of the stream, which is obviously the most exciting thing. At least that's what watching other people with Patreons do has taught me. So thank you so much to Andy Monia, Melly Basket, Sky, Angelic, and Green. You're amazing. Thank you. Got our schedule over at truckcommunity.neocities.org. Next scheduled stream is over on Bad Road's channel with more Castlevania Legacy of Darkness. And then after that is Sue with more Monster Hunter Rise. And that's all tomorrow. And you got our YouTube channel over at youtube.com/@ifwhenvod. You can see all our VOD since the beginning of this channel. And yeah, that's all the stuff I'm supposed to say at the end, right? All right, we're good then. Okay. Thank you everyone for coming. We'll see you next time, and good night.